My brother Jay, shout out to my brother Jay Vandenberg. It's always love to you, my man. He's somewhat against it because he feels like that piece of property that could be something else, a department store, something else that could bring more opportunity to this town outside of just a gas station. And he said, according to city staff, they indicated years ago that we already have enough gas stations in the city of Galt as it stands. And I feel that. I do acknowledge, much to what City Council Member Farmer had said, that 2-acre development of the Mavericks gas station is just one part of a 40-acre development of putting multiple stores. This is when we get to the In-N-Out coming there. This is when we get to the car wash coming there, 3 restaurants, etc., etc. Let me tell you why I support it. I've been in this town a long time. I came into this town as a teenager. I went through the phase, although I didn't go to high school, I went to high school in Alabama. I went through the phase of being a kid here, walking around with my resume trying to get jobs. I went through that phase. I went through the phase of not having enough money to get a car, trying to get around the town, trying to go outside the town to get a job and load it. I went through that phase. The thing about towns like Galt, the people who speak the loudest about trying to keep the town small, trying to keep it small, don't want growth, those are the people who honestly wouldn't benefit from it. There are a lot of, and I hate to say it like this because I don't want to paint my town, I don't want to paint this town like it's pop. There are a lot of single mothers, a lot of people who really would benefit from a job or 2 more being available in this town. That just, it is what it is. They would benefit from there being. One of y'all reached out to me and told me, and I know a beautiful woman, great daughter. She said, hey, if they open an In-N-Out in this town, I'm going to put my application in. Like, a lot of y'all are scared of growth, and I understand that. And I've always said, like even when we have the conversation about the people moving into Galt, I've always told y'all this. Although I am not for building more homes in Galt because I don't want this to just to be a purely bedroom community, you solely building more homes, that's not what brings crime to Galt. What brings crime to Galt is when you build nothing but subdivisions and homes like we've been doing the last 10 years and not building stores, opportunities, maybe a trade school for these kids to get into, and that's what brings the problem. I see y'all always say that thing about I'm scared Galt's gonna become Elk Grove. Galt's gonna become Elk Grove. Number one, Galt will never become Elk Grove. That's number one. Number two, you should pay attention to Elk Grove because Elk Grove, y'all ever wonder why Lodi is more dangerous than Elk Grove? You ever wonder that? You ever wonder why Lodi has a higher crime rate than Elk Grove? You ever wonder that? You ever wonder how overall there's far more, ain't but like maybe two quote unquote ghettos or barrios actually in Elk Grove. The majority of Elk Grove is higher income. You want to know why? Because they have more opportunities. You have more, bro. When you go to Elk Grove, y'all know, bro. Like I'm telling you, like the fact that there's more, they have so many, and then once again, do I want this town to become somewhere where you have Apple, Best Buy, and Walmart Walmart, we already have one. A Sam's Club pop up? No, I don't want that. Of course I don't want that. But I'd appreciate some